the sea for a getaway. Car top down and we're driving just to feel young, moving away to the sea.
Definition of prepayment. Prepayment is an international payment system where the buyer or importer pays to the seller-exporter before the goods are sent. The payment is made in cash, either in full payment or partial payment. Payment is usually made by direct transfer to the seller's account. This system is usually used by importers and exporters who don't yet know each other and lack mutual trust, or importers and exporters who have recently made international transactions. This system is also used when in a state of crisis, such as a state of war, natural disaster, etc. In addition, this system is used because the exchange rate of the importer is weak against the exporter's currency. All risks that might occur in this system are borne by the importer, so most importers don't approve this payment system.
The mechanism of prepayment, where in the mechanism of export and import activities, buyer in certain countries must send the money first before the seller in another country send the goods. In the mechanism of export-import activities, payment are made by bank transfer, but the risks faced by buyers or importers are quite large. And in this case payment mechanism, importers should know their exporters well before the sale and purchase transaction, so that importers can avoid the risks in the form of goods are not sent after the money has been sent, the quality of goods is not appropriate, the delivery of goods is delayed, and others. But this prepayment is usually done in emergencies such as war. In this system, all risks are borne by the importer, so most of these systems are not used or avoided by importers.
The benefits from prepayment. For importers, is no need for credit extension because fees have been prepaid. That way, importers don't have a debt burden anymore. In addition, importers tend to save a lot of interest because they pay before maturity. For exporters, its payment can be received as soon as the order is confirmed or any time before shipping. The exporters may be willing to impose the term as a precondition only when he knows that the goods are in extraordinary demand and that they are scarce. It can also be used to negotiate price reduction or to cover initial supply costs.
Unbenefits or risk from prepayment. For exporter, there is no risk because all risks that might occur in this method are borne by the buyer or importer. Meanwhile, for importers have a lot of risk. First, the importer must provide funds, even if the goods purchased have not yet been received. Importers in this case must bear the cost for the goods ordered. Second, there is a possibility that the items ordered do not match with the item received. Third, there is a possibility of late arrival of goods and dishonesty of exporters. And the last, because the exporter is located far away, the exporter's condition is not fully known by the importer.
Example. Number 1. Using insurance as an example. If an insurer charges 600 per month and require customer to pay for a minimum of 6 months of coverage, the customer would pay $3,600 to start the service. The prepaid coverage would then be listed as an asset on the company's balance sheet, and $600 would be deducted from the asset each month until the 6-month period is complete. Example number 2. Amount paid for booking the auditorium in advance to hold its annual general meeting by an entity at a future date is another example of prepayment.